All right, good day, everyone. It is very exciting to be able to make the first video in 2023. Apologies for the drought of videos. We are kind of in the process of development, and some other projects also came in, right? That we had to attend to. So it took us away from our dearest customers, right? So apologies for that, for our delayed responses and all sorts, right? Apologies. So we are here again to demo version 4. Most of us must have seen the version 4, version 1 that we had before, right? So this here is version 4, version 2, right? So a very cool interface and things like that. So we have to just quickly write what the version 4 looks like because a lot of us complain about it, right? So as you can see, we have the new interface. Okay, some wordings were also changed. I'll just quickly walk us through it in a bit so that we can get familiarized with it. All right. So as we can see here, of course, it is the version 2 or version 4 is kind of focused more on UIs, right? So that's why, because if you look at it even on the mobile side of things, it's also very cool, like very nice. So that even if you don't have enough for what's it called, if you don't have enough for, okay, cool. So if you don't have enough for a mobile app, right, you can still mobilize this, right, and your users will still actually like what they see. Yeah, they'll still like what they see. So that's what we have for the mobile side of, so for the mobile responsiveness and things like that. I'm sure we are already excited. As you can see, the cat 2 shows 2 on the roll, right? And if you are at least to an extent knows HTML, you should be able to modify what you are seeing on your screen to a bit your taste, right? To your taste, and yeah. So that's that. As you can see, we have all these likes, right? You can see it's cool, and it's very cool interface and things like that. Then we have this also here that just goes in and goes out. In total, the UI is very awesome, very great, right? Yeah. So with that being said, right, let's just go straight to it. So from the on the menu side of things, we rearranged some things, right? So you can see your username here, but then under it, you can see your change password, your ends, and your settings here. I may not be going deep into each of them, right? But then all these things you can see, right? And also, if you intend to check some of these things yourself, right, you can just go to vbp.com.ng. Also, you can go to VTU Business Portal, right? Check them. Just click on the link there, and it lands you exactly on that page, right? So you can click on the demo here, and it lands you exactly on this page I'm kind of showing you right now. Okay, so it lands you exactly on this page. Then you can get the login and password and login and look around yourself. Okay, so that's that. Then while I continue doing showing you around, so we have wallet actions, right? You can use this button to fund your wallet. You can use this button as well here, the one here, right? Then load voucher, everything still remains under the wallet action. Then SMS. So most of us don't get this SMS to work, and that's because we are using a shared hosting, right? That's number one. Because to comfortably use this feature, right, SMS, some of the SMS needs to send in the background. But then there is also a setting that we did on the back end where which admin can actually select if the SMS should be sent at once. So that sending at once will mean that it does not have to work on the background, right? So probably when we get to configuration and stuff, I might have to explain more about that. But that is not for this video. So that's that for SMS. So for airtime, you can see the previous version would have the airtime immediately underneath here. Sorry, the airtime transactions immediately underneath here. But then that is not what we have right now. Okay, we have something different. Okay, so we just have the airtime where you can just purchase the airtime, and on clicking on purchase, right? If you have a very good API. Oh, sorry, I'm logged out. I'm going to talk about the security feature later on. So I was logged out because I tried to open this URL on the same browser. In fact, even if you open it on a different browser, it will log one of them out. So you have to maintain it. So whoever is trying to hit your site, trying to use multiple clickers, trying to use there's this browser that we discovered that has a capability of making or of enabling people to do multiple click and stuffs. What's the name of this browser safe? It is called funny enough, I use this browser. I can't even remember the name right now. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Just hold on, please. Let me check. Wow. Like I use Vivaldi. So it is called Vivaldi. So this Vivaldi allows for a lot of things. It's a very crazy browser, right? I must say, crazy in both ways, either good or bad, right? Depends on whoever is handling it. So it allows for opening multiple tabs. Not only multiple tabs, you can have grid. How do I put it now? Grid look of each tab. It means you can glance at all the tabs at once on just one screen, which allows for multiple clicking. That's very crazy, right? So having discovered that, we added a very crazy feature as well. We responded in tones. So to add a very crazy feature that allows that immediately you log in from another location or anywhere, be the same browser, while you are logged in on one, it logs both of them out. So you can only be logging once, right? So even if you use Vivaldi Ultimate, you will never be able to bypass the system. That's another thing there. So I'm just going to log in back and continue showing you around. So we continued from the trying to do a top up, right? Of course, this won't go because this is a demo stuff and is not connected to any valid API. So you can see we have a pop-up that says, okay, confirm to proceed and stuff. So I think there is an update missing here, right? It should show the details of what you're trying to purchase underneath confirm to proceed, right? So, but then we have the updates on the scripts that we do deploy, so you don't need to worry, right? That's that. So when you click on proceed, of course, it does what it needs to do and reloads the page. So if it's successful, you won't be able to know, right? But the backend does its stuff. Right now, you can see it's telling me insufficient funds, which is what is happening currently on this side of things, right? So that's that. So for data, I may not be able to go through every one of these things for you, right? But for data now, the same thing happens, right? For Smile hasn't been active on most of our customers. Most of them don't. At least I think I know about 1 or 2% that uses Smile, but then because of lack of APIs, right? We didn't pay much attention. That's number one. Number two, only few persons use Smile, right? With the advent of with the improvement of other networks like MTN, Glo, and it likes, right? So it's rare. In fact, in my environment, I don't know anybody that uses Smile. But I know people that use MTN. That's the funny thing. So that's why we didn't pay much attention, because it's kind of a low side of things. So that's that. Then for Go TV and stuffs, right? You have that here too as well. It still maintains the style that we did the last day. So this was supposed to, when you log in yourself, you should be able to activate some of these things, right? So I'm just walking you through majorly the UI, the way it is, and how awesome it looks, right? So if you go to electricity bill, I think there are a lot of us asking about how to configure electricity, right? We are going to go through that probably in a video, in the next video, right? I would like to show us around electricity. Not no no big deal, right? Most of us are there is someone that requested for VT pass configuration. So I'm wondering how hard that is, or why the person will be requesting for a VT pass configuration that it's very straightforward to actually do, right? But then it is our job to actually provide that configuration. So I'll be making a video in that regards. So that will follow this video almost immediately. So as you can see, so electricity bill. So one thing you should note is that there's no transaction in any of these guys, apart from Smile, which I mentioned earlier, right? Then also most of us are having issues with cryptocurrency on our platform. The money regulatories, I won't say money regulatory, but the third party money guys, Paystack, Monify, etc. are kind of complaining about that, right? So most of us have it commented out on our platform. Fine. And one thing again is that it's just a cryptocurrency thing. It just saves. That's all. It's not like it does anything big, right? It just saves what we have here. That is all. And that is just all. So it's not like a very, very big feature that needs to be added to your purchase. No. It just saves. And from what I've gathered, Paystack, Monify, etc. do complain about that. Even Flutterwave, they do complain. So you may have to get that removed. So also here we have money transfer. Most of us don't have money transfer, but those that have knows how it works. That is on transfer independently, right? So you can transfer your wallet money out of the system. So this is more like an add-on. So let me give you an instance, or let me tell you why we never added a withdrawal functionality to this system. So we didn't do that because we expected that your customers would consume, I won't say consume now, would exhaust all their money on your platform, right? So allowing them to withdraw it means that somebody can just come in or probably give his or her friend the wallet address of the wallet's account number of this platform. Somebody sends money into it, right? And the person now gets come here to withdraw it, right? Somebody can use that as a more like a divergent funds. That's one. Two is that to having this plugin or having this add-on actually makes that possible as well. But then this is the second catch, which is more important than the first one, because we expect that somebody that funded your account, somebody that funded the system with a particular amount of money, intends to purchase all your services. So that person intends to purchase all your services, meaning that they will be spending everything on the platform. Of course, that's a good thing for you, right? That's the way we see things. So that's just my explanation. So wallet to wallet transfer. So I'm going to tell you the truth about this add-on, right? So we had a bridge at some point that we had to remove this from the market for now, right? Because we haven't worked on it that much, and we are kind of doing a beta testing for that to work. So that functionality is not available publicly. Those that have it in a way that only the admin have access to it. So that's that. So that more the public does not have access to it, and they don't misuse that add-on. So that is it. So here we have data pin. So this data pin is a very awesome package or add-on that most of my clients, very important clients, are using right now, right? So we kind of use Africa is Talking as as the source of the process, right? So they generate their pins, right? They generate pins and do stuffs when generate pins. So, but then generating pin is not even the only thing that it does, right? So generate pins. Of course, you can get pins here and do stuffs here, but so generate pin is not a thing. It is the loading that is the magic. So you can load the pin with your phone. With your phone, I mean without internet, right? So that is the magic there. So you just press a particular code that the platform owner will kind of provide to you, right? So, and if you're a platform owner watching this video, if you want to understand what I'm talking about, it's more like a USSD thing. It's a USSD thing, right? Okay, it's the USSD thing, right? So that is it. That is it. So it's more like you saying you want to load airtime. So in this case, you are loading data on your phone. You are loading data on your phone. So that is it. And just by dialing star, a bunch of stars, and the pins there. So that is it. Then we all know about our reseller package, right? Where you can select reseller system and stuff. So I'll be making another video that will explain how version 4, I think version 3 and version 4 reseller system are like, right? So I'm making a video that would actually explain how that works. So I think we already have one reseller package here, right? So yeah, so I'll be explaining how that works. Okay, and mind you, we'll be making some other updates just to make this more attractive, and because there is this feature that most of us requested for that we didn't add time to attend to, right? So we'll be attending to them like in a very short period of time, because we realize that it is very needed for visual sake. So what I'm talking about is the pricing at the point of purchase, right? So that your users can know what the amount of whatever they are buying at that point they are purchasing it. At that point they are purchasing it. So we are going to be adding that feature, right? So I want to see if I can go through with something here, but I'm expecting an error, and that error is insufficient funds. Cool. Yeah, so I was not disappointed. So, and that's because I don't have any money here, right? Which is cool. So here is where the transaction stays, like the whole of the transactions that you have, the whole of it. The one from airtime, the one from data, the one from cable TVs, the one from electricity, everything here. Apart from the ones that have individual transaction menus, like what's it called? Like money transfer, like wallet transfer, and etc. Apart from those ones. So this is what you have here, right? We have all transactions here. And see, currently we have no transaction. Why? Because we don't have enough funds to even perform a failed transaction at that level. So that's that. Because of course it will record a failed transaction as well, not just only the successful ones. So then this one, most of us don't even use this functionality, but regardless, it comes with most, in fact, all of the versions that we have done, right? It stays there. At some point, you might want to manage your contact. And managing contact, it allows you to probably aggregate your users' contact information and be able to use them. You'll be able to send SMS to them, right? So you can use this and do all of that, right? So here we have another functionality that says news and tutorials. So this is a way of saying, okay, you have a link of tutorials to probably another blog, right? You can just add that to it. You can do that. You can only do that from the admin side, though. You can add that from the backend to the admin side, right? And you'll be okay. So that is that. Then here we have the developers API kind of thing, where your user can consume your API. So as of version 4 is version 4 Version 4 is more developed, right? Version 4 is more developed, right? Version 4 is more developed in a way that the API is very cool and very okay. Okay, that your users can actually have access to your APIs and use, right? It's just about understanding how to consume the API. That is all. It's just about understanding how users we could consume the API, and we will probably create a video for that as well, right? Okay, so that's that. Then for the admin side, so if you're an you're admin person, you will only be allowed to see this area, right? You will only be allowed to see this area. So I'll just walk through what we have here, right? So on this voucher side, this voucher is when you click on generate, right? It generates you are able to generate voucher that will be loaded on this platform. So let me generate one voucher now. So I'm saying I'm generating a voucher of let's say 1,000 naira. I'm generating 2 of it. So I generate a voucher here, right? So I can see 2 of it, right? Which is cool. So I can use this voucher now to fund my wallet, right? So which is what we are looking at right here. So I can use that to fund my wallet. So load, proceed, right? So I expect the voucher to fund my wallet, right? So successfully loaded. So if I should check here now, I'm expecting 1,000 naira, which is okay, right? So that's that. That's the work, or that's the job. That's what it does. So if you look at here, so you can generate as much and probably even print and give out to your users that wants to buy credit on your system, and they will just come to the system and load it, right? So you can view the voucher that was generated. So here, so this upload pin works with a particular plugin, a particular add-on that we didn't add here. So the add-on is recharge card printing, right? So our recharge card printing system at first consumes API from an external source, but after serious thoughts, right, we realize that it is better you purchase the pin in bulk from whichever platform, then format it, then upload it to the system. So we thought about that because the structure of the pins from different sources, different API sources, are not the same, which kind of make it very hard for us to create a generic system. That is it. So that is summary of the reason behind that. Then this generate pins is for the one we saw earlier, which is data pins, right? Probably we may have to rename it properly, right? But then that is it. Generate pin. So here now I can generate any number of pins I want to generate, right? Then I can specify my identifier, then and the code that will be used to load that pin. You understand? So that is that. Then so here we can see transactions from the eye of the admin side of things. You can see transaction statistics, right? You can see you can, I think it plots a graph, right? And here you see the wallet balance that we have here, right? Say you see wallet balance, like total wallet balance in general. Then you can see your graph and be able to derive a reasonable statistics on exactly which of your what's it called now, your services are selling more, so that you can pour more resources in that direction, right? So which is very, very nice. Let us know if you want us to add more statistic measures there, right? So we have that. Then here we have users transactions. I think yeah, we that's empty for now. We also have all transactions. Okay, that's more like kind of a statement that you may kind of see, right? I don't know if you have any yet. Let me see if you have any for electricity. None. I think that's the same for all of them. So you can come on here, you can try with the fonts you see there, and see the response or the result you're going to get, right? So like I said, it's just for demo purpose. So if you encounter any error, you can drop a comment for us on the beneath here. Then we can look at that so that you can have a smooth test or a smooth demo to yourself. So here you see we have preloaded configuration. So, and we did this because a lot of our guys don't have enough time to actually, we also don't have enough time. They don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. Okay? We don't have enough time. They don't have enough time. So we have to just consolidate all the configuration we've done over the years, right, into one, right, to be able to come up with what we're actually looking at right now. Okay, so when you unclick of that button now, it preloads configurations, right? It preloads configurations for you, so you can go in now and get tokens from the sites that you want to, that probably you must have chosen. So in fact, even if your chosen site or chosen API source is not even part of what we have done, but seeing what you have done should actually give you an insight on exactly what to do, because I can assure you that whatever site you'll be seeing will not be far-fetched, or the API configuration will not be far-fetched from what we have done. The accumulation or the aggregation we have done, it will not be far-fetched, which is key, right? So I'm going to just show you what I mean by configuration on the backend side of things. I didn't want to go into the backend side of things, but I think I have to just do that for clarity's sake. So when we look at when we check our APIs here, look at here, look at here, and we have this here as well. And yeah, mind you, there is this there is the recharge card add-on that I mentioned, right? That, so this is it here. It's not just on the front end, it's on the back end side of things, right? That I mentioned. So this add-on is just named recharge card. It has the capability to handle any form of electronic cards, right? WAEC, even the MTN recharge card, Glow recharge card, Airtel recharge card, 9mobile recharge card, NECO, NAPTEB, etc. Just name any type of card. You have to just follow the upload process from the front end side of things, and everything should work out, right? Did I even show you the upload process on the front end? I don't think I did. Did I? Okay, clicking on this, you should be able to see that. Okay, just hold on, please. I don't know why my internet is a bit slow right now. Like very slow. Okay, so you can see. So adding being you've configured it from the backend side of things, right? You will see the networks. So this network will stand for either NAPTEB, either WAEC, either NECO, PIN, etc. Then you have your other source here. At first we kind of only support MyDave, but then after looking at what we have, there's another source. So the other source is kind of a format that you can see on the right hand side of here, right? So it has to be a text file that will be in this format, right? Probably. So the first one will be the name of the pin, then the serial number of the pin itself, right? Then the pin itself now, which is separated by everyone's separated by a comma. Then you have the amount. So, and that's, so immediately you click on upload, the uploads. Your user will be able to see it from the menu on the sides and be able to purchase what they need to purchase. So that is that. So looking at it here, so this is our airtime configs and stuffs, right? As you can see, that was preloaded. So you can use, so you can see that we have a bunch of them, right? That can be used. VT-Power, etc. Right? The same thing for cable as well, a bunch of them. The same thing for data, a bunch of them. So even there's no need for us to make API videos anymore, or configuration videos, right? Just for you to come here, replace your token. Anywhere you see fill here, it's just your API keys that you need. Then everything should just start working. So that is what you get. Then for electricity too, those of us asking us to upload that of electricity, we've just done that. That's for VTPass. So you can come here and pick some of these things. So I think we've been able to do justice. You can check our other videos for, I think the admin is the same with version 3, right? The admin is the same in version 3, which is fine, right? The admin is the same with version 3, which is, I think we've gone through the admin before. So I don't know if you want us to go through it again. It is worth mentioning that this was the one I was talking about that has to do with the Africa is Talking, right? Africa is Talking is a company that has, I'm not promoting them, but then they're the only ones giving us what the USSD platform that we need to actually make data pin to work, right? So that is why we are kind of using them alone for now. So if there's any other one, and we even named it their name, right? If there's any other one we have, or probably that you guys also have seen that are working in Nigeria, please let us know, right? So I'll put a stop to it here so that we don't have too much of a long video to watch. Thank you very much. And version 4 is very awesome, right? So if you go to our website, you will see that we say the price is 40,000, right? But then it will it will be 40,000 if you don't want the preloaded configuration, which is here, right? Most of us purposely will not see this, right? But I don't know why we intend not to see that. We purposely don't want to see it, but that is it there. So making this makes it 45,000 naira. So you can contact us, you can click on the WhatsApp here, right, and start a chat with us. We will reply within a day, sometimes immediately, sometimes it depends if we are online, right? We are emails too as well. So that is that, right? Thank you very much. Do have a nice day. Bye.